Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome to Dark Souls 2 on PC. I am very excited about this. It's been a long wait. I have managed to completely avoid anything Dark Souls 2 related, except for the small amount of gameplay that I played on the PS3, all of which is on the channel. So this is, for people that are brand new to my channel, this is a pretty much blind playthrough, except for maybe 3 hours into the game. I am pretty thorough. I'm going to try to explore as much as I can. What I can say is I booted this up to check out just how it looked on the PC, and it is phenomenal. Like, I am very, very excited. I'm super happy that I waited so that my first experience is going to be this pristine. I am not going to talk any longer. I want to get into this. One thing I do want to ask you guys, though, is where did you find my channel? Is it through this Dark Souls video? Is it through another video? Did your grandmother tell you about it? Let me know. I am ready to rumble. Dark Souls 2, let's go.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Okay, here we are in things Betwixt. I am looking rather, not glorious just yet, but just wait. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about, like, oh my god, PC looks so much better than the consoles. I just have to get it out of the way right now. It looks way better, and it's phenomenally smoother. I was really not satisfied with the PS3 version, hence why I stopped playing about 3 hours in and decided to wait for the PC version, and I'm super happy that I did. It's just like, it's really hard to describe, but it's so smooth. I'm not sure how it's going to translate onto a YouTube video, but regardless, let's just get into it. I know that in things Betwixt, there are a couple of things laying around, and I'm going to go and grab those. I stumbled on them in my first time through here. So let's grab this item here. I do also try to read all of the item descriptions because that's where most of the lore is held. Temporary boost luck. This rusted coin gives you that little extra bit of luck, making items and the like easier to find. The coin is engraved with the image of a god that was worshipped in ancient times, but no one knows its true origins. So I'm not sure exactly how the coin works, but I think it affects item drops. That's kind of what I would infer based on luck. I can't really see luck having a big impact in any other way. Now, there's a couple of interesting things around here. First, over here, we have, based on, check a look at these footprints. We do have a giant of some kind hanging out back here. And I will come back and kill him. I believe he dropped something. I don't know what it is, though, because when I killed him last time, it was... I actually didn't pick something up, because I killed him and then I rushed off right away. So I'm interested to see what he ends up dropping. But there is one thing that we can grab here that we can eventually trade with some birds. Yeah, small, smooth, and silky stone. So this, let's just read it really quick. The shine of this stone is no ordinary polish and can only be achieved over a long period. Some in this land are in search of such stones. So, as far as I know, and again, very limited knowledge, but I think I can trade these with these birds, and it's a nest that we'll find rather quickly, actually. So let's head in here and meet some very interesting young ladies.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
The name is Odd, my ladies. Apparently not. Well, okay. I'm sure.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, It's an effigy of you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, pick my class, my gift, design my body and everything the way that I'd like to see it. And then I'll phase back in when it's all done, and I will show you what I chose. Because going through the creation takes a little bit of time, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. I've chosen the Knight class. And the reason I chose the Knight class is because it's got a good balance between strength and dexterity, but also vigor, which is our HP. So for a start where I'm not quite sure where I want to go with the character in terms of dexterity or strength, magic, whatever, I think this is a really good balanced starting point, especially in terms of the HP. That's a nice little bonus. I've also chosen the Petrified Something as a gift. It's a simple petrified lump, maybe of use someday. I do believe that I can trade it with the nest that we'll get to very shortly. So that's what I've chosen. If you want to see a close-up of the face here, we are playing as a female. I've gone with all white hair, white skin, really pale, and a small dragon tattoo. You know, it's not really that small. On the side of the face because, well, girl with the dragon tattoo. That's why. This is my true self. Yes.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know.
Doesn't sound like they have a lot of faith in us.
And trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Well, they're thoroughly amused. I'm glad I could be here for that. So this is us. I think we look pretty great, actually. I am gonna go upstairs. I believe there is something up here. Yes. A human effigy. Okay, now this is the thing that she showed us, and by she I mean that old lady. And I learned about these the hard way from a YouTube comment. Basically, it's got two ways to use it. So first sentence, use this item to reverse hollowing. So if you want to go human, you just use the item from your inventory. If you want to weaken the link to other worlds, preventing invasions and most cooperation, you burn it at a bonfire. So it's got two ways to use it for two different purposes. And the description is peer closely at an effigy and one begins to perceive a human form, but whose form it takes depends on the person looking. So she handed us an effigy before and we said it was us, so that was cool. Another thing is, if you are new to my channel, I'm gonna try to be as thorough as I can with the NPCs as well. So I like talking to all of them, seeing what's up. These guys really backfill most of what's happening, so here we go.
This is a limbo. A link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story.
Sure do.
Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom. My name is Millibeth. The old women were once fire keepers. I am here to look after them. It is what my mother did, and her mother before her, and so on.
So, interesting. So she's from like a long lineage of these Firekeeper Watchers. And I'm not sure what their responsibilities are, but these older women are no longer practicing the art of firekeeping, from my understanding.
The old women were keepers of the fire. But now, the fire shows signs of fading. And the kingdom is beset by hollows. The old women are sisters. I am told there was a fourth. Long ago, firekeepers were commonplace. But now they are lost, scattered to the winds.
Now, I'm not sure of the time placement from Dark Souls 2 to the original Dark Souls, which obviously had firekeepers, you know, in lots of places. Now, not as common, and these ones are, as I said, not practicing. They mentioned that there's a fourth sister. Don't know anything about them. I do think, and I mentioned this before as well, that I think it's the first lady that we see in the cutscene, actually. And we'll see how that plays out, but...
The old women assisted long ago.
Okay.
But now they are...
So Millibeth seems really nice. I'm sure we will come back and talk to her again. But let's touch base with these ladies before we go. Okay.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here to start again with a clean slate.
Now, I'm not sure what that means exactly, but I do recall somebody leaving a comment on a previous video saying something about being able to, like, reset your stats or something. And I'm guessing that this is where that would happen. How that works, I have no idea. Speaking of comments, if you guys have advice that's non-spoilery, I would love to hear it. I'm gonna play Dark Souls 2, probably very different than you play it and the next person plays it and all that kind of stuff. But if there's general advice that you guys have, I would absolutely love to hear it.
Now, go along, go along.
I'm pretty sure that...
Now, go.
Okay, and what about you? Great. Yeah. So I don't have a shield. That's not good. If you have the pre-order items, then you get these extra weapons and a shield, but because From Software sent this to me pre-release, I have a little bit of extra time to play it. I'm not going to play too far in advance because I'm going to miss out on some of the online stuff if I do. And I want this to be as pure of a Dark Souls 2 experience as possible. I just wanted to have something ready to go for you guys on launch day. So I don't have the weapons, and you know what? In a way, it's kind of cool that I don't have the pre-order weapons. It's just like a raw Dark Souls 2 experience. I don't know. It just feels good. So let's light this bonfire. We just picked up some souls and this torch, and torches are lit at these bonfires, and then they run on a timer. So I'm not gonna light this. Well, I will light this now, just so in case you're wondering how they work. See how we have the timer on the left there, and then that timer refills based on certain things. I can't even remember. It's been so long. But I certainly don't want to waste it. And you can use it to light certain things, and then if I wanted to, I could relight my torch from this, I think. Yeah, we could. Alright, so this first area is like basically a tutorial thing that we can go through pretty quickly. I wanted to mention that this first episode will be a little bit longer just because there's a lot that we can cover, and this is a lot of just basic enemies that we'll run into. So target locking, things like that. Nice. Oh my god, this feels so good. Like, I love the Dark Souls games, and I've just, I played Dark Souls 1, and then Demon Souls. Actually, I played Dark Souls 1, and then a little bit of Dark Souls 2, and then Demon Souls, and then Dark Souls 2. So I only played about 3 hours of this. I'm excited to go down there and talk about what's going on with that giant ogre thing. This is critical attacks, I think. But yeah, I know a lot of people were waiting for this to come out on PC and not playing it before that. So if you've managed to hold out as long as I have, kudos to you. A dagger. Now, is this something that I would want to use right now? I don't think so. Let's see. Comparison-wise, I don't think so, but a powerful critical attack. This is a potent weapon in the hands of the capable. So perhaps the crit is a bit higher. Let's see. I believe... right here. Counter strength, level of counter damage inflicted on attacking an enemy. Would that be the same as crit? I guess it probably would be. Because that's the only increase over the broadsword. And it is actually pretty dramatic. Come on down. I do have another question for you guys. I like to ask you guys a lot of questions because I'm a genuinely curious person, but my question is, how have you guys managed, if you're especially avid like YouTube viewers, have you guys managed to stay away from Dark Souls 2 like spoilers, waiting for yourself, or what has that process been like? Because for me it's been difficult. Like, you see all these articles about Dark Souls this, Dark Souls that, and just from the titles, you're like, I really want to check that out, but I couldn't do it. And I'm super happy that the day is finally here. So we picked up a life gem. These slightly restore HP, often found near abandoned corpses, as if it were what remains of the soul. So you pop these and it gradually restores your HP, so it's a little bit different than Estus flasks, but fairly common, I think. Now here is the nest with these...
You! Give us smooth! Yes, you! Give us silky!
I don't know what it is, but these invisible birds here, like, they... To me, it's really creepy. Like, the timbre in their voice, this little quality in their voice is something super creepy. But I do believe this is where we can drop this smooth and silky stone, and I think even this petrified something. This was another one of the comments that I had gotten. So let's leave this here. See what they say to us.
Yeah. So nice, so smooth.
So nice, so smooth.
Yeah, silky smooth.
I don't know where they got these voices from, but... Okay, a bolt stone. What is that?
Yes, you! Give us silky!
These must be random drops. Well, I don't know why they must be, but I would assume they are. What is a bolt stone? Imbues equipment with lightning. That's cool. Used to imbue weapons with lightning or to provide lightning reduction to shields. Sorcerers at the Melfian Magic Academy once attempted to imbue Titanite with various elements, but are said to have failed. Someone must have succeeded, though. What else would explain this stone? Have we seen this before? This seems familiar. I might have found one of these at some point. Maybe it was even from this. I don't recall. But I can also drop this petrified something in here, I think. And I'm not sure how often, like, we'll find silky smooth stones or what have you, but anytime, I guess we can come here and just trade them. Demon's Great Hammer. That sounds impressive. Please be awesome. What? That is pretty amazing. I'll never be able to use it. Well, I shouldn't say never. It's at 50 strength. Great hammer made of unknown materials. Perhaps it is stone or even wood. The origins of its name are unclear. Its tremendous weight suggests that it was never intended for humans. Perhaps it was an offering to the demons that appear in legend. Are you kidding me? This thing has to be random because... Oh my god. I wonder if I can actually, like... This is crazy. Oh yeah, there's something here too, I believe, that I can fall down onto. Now, I'm obviously not wielding this thing effectively. More souls. And so I won't be using this right now, but that's pretty cool. I gotta say. Let's just see if I can do any damage with it to, like, one of these little guys. Weapon two-handed. Yeah, well. Well, I can hit with it. I'm super slow, though. And, like, my burden is nuts. Jesus. Look at this thing. Oh, wow. Alright. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. That is a really cool find. Even though I don't think I'm gonna be able to use it for... Well, look at my requirement. 50. But you know what? A little bit more effective than I thought it was gonna be, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so this is kind of weird, this jumping thing. There we go. Amber herb. So what is this? Slightly restores spell uses. It is the mistaken belief of many that the flowers of this herb do not blossom. However, small white flowers do blossom during dusk when the moon is visible. Something that I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. I'm not typically very spell focused. I think it feels like a bit of a slower... Anytime I use like a spell in any game, it feels like and I should say a spell. Like a spell-based character. It feels slow. It feels like... I'm sure it's got its own challenges, but for me it's kind of... I don't know. It's just never appealed to me that much. There are some spells, I will say, that... especially in Dark Souls that I've seen other people use that look just badass. And that intrigues me, for sure. But, because I'm not exactly sure of what's available, it's hard to say, it would be hard for me to go into Dark Souls 2 saying, yeah, I'm just gonna do spells. Oh, ouch. That was, like, not a far drop, and we took a ton of damage from it. I feel pretty much naked without a shield, too, which has me a bit worried, but hopefully we can find one ASAP. Now, one thing... Oh, this is weird. Okay, so one thing I stumbled on in my, first go through this area on the channel was these two... Well, I just spoiled something. There's two ogres here. One's here, and one's over there. I believe, based on previous accident, that I can lure him out and actually have him fall. We'll see if that still works or not, but... No, come on. Come on. Oh. I kind of need him to do that, I think. Oh god. Whoa. Come on now. Oh, maybe not. Or maybe it was the other one. One of them can come and one of them can't, but... These guys, I don't know if I'd want to fight this right now, because... Uh-oh. Like, they're very strong, and I'm pretty sure they would one-hit me. What is that guy doing? He's like... Okay, he's gone. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can get this guy. Come on, Bubba. Let's go. Whoa. I also have to make sure I don't fall off. Okay, maybe they've smartened up. Regardless, I think what we'll do is we'll come back and fight those guys down the road when we're a little bit more equipped to deal with them, literally and figuratively. There's also another ogre in Things Betwixt, the beginning area that we want to fight, so we'll definitely be back. That I am sure of. But for now, a sign of peace and light and beauty. Here we go. Praise the sun. Let's start raiding. Let's do it. That's beautiful. Majula. Like, so nice. So cool. Let's see what we have here. Let's take a bow. Very nice. Look, we have a fellow soldier peering off into the distance. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a way to kind of fall down. Divine Blessing. What does this do for us? Fully restores HP and cures all status effects. Water blessed by an ancient goddess. Her name is long forgotten in the Magic Academy of Melfia. Denies even her existence. In any age, there are those who refuse to see reason. It is their meddling that distorts the truth. Okay. So there's like a ledge here, I believe, somewhere. Is it this? It's this one right here. Come on. There we go. Okay, we got a Morning Star and a Cleric's Sacred Chime. Let's check these out. So, Morning Star, the spikes of this blunt weapon cause bleeding, normally wielded by clerics, but clearly intended to draw blood. And then we have... It's actually not in that area. Here we go. A Cleric's Sacred Chime. To use miracles, equip a Sacred Chime and attune a miracle at a bonfire. The strength of most miracles is affected by the caster's faith. So we might dabble in that a little bit. For now, though, let's check out the Morning Star. We're a little bit behind in strength. But there's something weird about how two-handing works. And I wonder if, because I'm at... What am I at? For strength. I'm at 11. So if I two-handed the Morning Star, would I be okay with that? I mean... Yeah, see, there we go. See how it's got the little X there? So if I two-handed, I should be okay. What's really interesting is how I could use that Great Hammer. That's really bizarre. Binoculars, well, those are pretty self-explanatory, I think, but... Where... Here we go. These we actually equip, I believe. A rare tool crafted in Volgan. These won't help you in battle, but with a little creativity can be put to good use. I have no idea how we would ever use them creatively. Let's throw it in our shield spot for now. So yeah, there we go. I guess. Alright, so let's light the bonfire. Look at Majula. This place is gorgeous. Not really much we can do here, but let's go and talk to this lady. I think she's pretty chatty. There's a few very chatty individuals here that we're going to listen to.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate?
I hope it's
Bearer
the former.
of the curse. I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Okay, there's our Estes. Oh, this feels so good.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
King Vendrick. Now, having just played through Demon Souls, I wonder if he's related to King Allant, who is a little bit of a problem.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Bearer of the curse, seek souls, seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
Okay, so she's saying something about 4 immense souls, and once we tackle that, we can come back and talk to her for more information. I'm assuming that means like 4 giant enemies, but again, I could be just interpreting that incorrectly. Do we have an Estus Flask shard? I don't think so. What can we do for levels here? We could probably try to increase our strength a little bit. There's also adaptability, which is a new stat. I think the biggest thing here is that it would increase your poise. At this level, though, it's not really doing a whole lot. Oh, actually, I don't even have enough. I was reading the levels the wrong way. I need 948 souls, I only have 470, so another time.
Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle, where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it? Those who come to Drangleic seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice. Perhaps he is a foreshadowing of your own future.
That's the tower up there that she's talking about, where we'll meet another fine gentleman.
That tiny thing inside the ruins. An ancient being that will mock your very existence. She imparts sound wisdom, provided you find her on a good day.
Tiny thing inside the ruins, okay. I'll have to make note of
The
that.
sign you bear will drain your very souls. And without souls, you will turn hollow. Stay strong. Do not lose hope. Even when you have precious little time. For when the undead dies, it is never truly dead, but only one step closer to hollowing. Not all undead are hollows, but all hollows were once undead. If you find an Estus shard, bring it to me, so that I may ease your burden. Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle, where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it, those who come to Dranglake seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice. Perhaps he is a
So she might...
tiny thing.
Yeah, so she's
the sign you bear
on repeat now.
Even when
Let's go talk to this poor soul up here. This, oh right, okay, yeah. There's this thing, 11,824 deaths worldwide, and this is, I believe, platform. Well, very confident. This is platform specific.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Dranglake these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody. Do you know much about souls?
I know a few things.
Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really.
I feel so bad for him because, like, he's just given up all hope.
There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls.
These are the immense souls again.
And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now. Like I have.
Love how he's so brutally honest.
Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels?
I could use some help.
When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
So this is kind of an introduction to covenants, which I don't understand at all. The way he's positioning this is if I get invaded, these guys are going to help me. Like, why would I not want to do that? Yeah, Covenant of the Meek. Let's do it. That doesn't sound very good, Covenant of the Meek. But it's better than being in no covenant, I think. Enter covenant.
That is a wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. let the sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
All right. Well, thanks. Welcome to the club.
Do
Or
you
Covenant.
feel lonely here? It suits me just fine, as I've nothing left anyway. It will grow on you, this place. Give it some time.
Okay, let's learn a gesture. Welcome. Okay.
Do you see the way beyond the bonfire? That will take you to the forest of the giants. There was once a great fort, but little of it remains. You may just find something there that will be of use on your journey. But don't venture too far inside, or you might not come back. Hade's Tower of Flame lies beyond the far gate. In the cathedral, the Apostles of Blue gather. But the road leading there is perilous. The gate is rigged with some contraption. But how it works, I just don't know.
So I think he's basically describing the different ways that we can go.
Have you seen that pit, that gaping hole in the earth? I don't know what it's like down below, but I wouldn't suggest trying to find out. Besides, you'll never make it down there. Not without a ladder of some sort. The flame you see there is a bonfire. They exist all across the land, beacons to we undead. If you are tired, try resting beside the flame. The flame heals us. Long ago, a woman called a firekeeper watched over each bonfire. She kept the flame lit and guarded it from those who would extinguish it. I wonder where the firekeepers went.
Well, we know where 3 of them are. That's for sure. They're not far from here. So I'm sure you could find them if you looked. We weren't so depressed.
Did you notice any letters on the ground on the way here?
We did.
These are messages that have jumped the fissures between worlds. In Drang Lake, the flow of time is convoluted. Things shift and waver, twist and turn. Poignant wishes, dashed dreams. The messages convey our very inner thoughts. If your will to soldier on falters, try leaving a message. Somebody out there is sure to listen. You may notice symbols that appear upon the ground. These are summon signatures. They call upon spirits from other worlds through the schisms in time. If you fear hollows, find summon signatures to call upon spirits to help you. Do you see the way beyond the bonfire? That will take you. There was once a you may just, but don't venture.
Okay, so now we're good. We've got everything out of them. We've learned about covenants. We learned about some of the directions. We've learned about summoning. Summoning is always one of those things that I struggle with, because I think it's such a cool thing. Like, it's the way that Dark Souls handles it is so cool. Being able to bring people in, like, whenever you want. But at the same time, it kind of feels like it doesn't cheapen the experience. It's just a different experience. It's like, for me, it's a lot more fun when you summon people. But at the same time, like, you want your own challenge. You want to know that you've beat, like, a certain boss or a certain area, like, on your own.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
So we're gonna try to help him get in there.
I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop.
Looking at it now, like, I don't know why it doesn't just crawl through the window,
I'm
but...
a blacksmith. Bring me that.
Alright. So we'll find your key for you, and we'll be back eventually. I think there's a couple of other things sitting around here. Here's one. Another life gem. So we already have a whole bunch of these life gems, which is great. I'm pretty sure they're not going to last very long. Don't want to be heading down there just yet. Hello. A homeward bone. So that'll take us to the most recent bonfire, unless that's changed, but return to last bonfire. Bonfires burn at the bones of undead, on the bones of undead, and this bone, belonging to one whose journey was cut short, has the power to travel to bonfires, as if it yearns to resume its futile quest. Alright, good. Now this is, what's an, I don't think we have an awe stone. You must belong to this covenant to make an offering. This will set you upon an arduous path. You join this covenant? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that this makes things, like, challenging. Which, like, more challenging. Which, for a first time go, I don't feel comfortable with. Hello? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I forgot about her.
Undead, are we? And one without much time remaining.
You could say that.
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes. You may call me Shalquar.
Shalquar.
Enchanté.
I love this cat.
So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
The other guy said he didn't like how I smelled, so that's interesting. So this cat, Shalquar, sells some rings. Being able to absorb HP from each defeated foe is nice. Reduces damage from falling. Easier to be detected by enemies. Not sure why you'd want that. If it is tranquility that you seek, then you should never have left your home. If you seek strife, then fair enough, but no need to overdo it. I think this is just one of the things that they have built in to make things more difficult if you want. Easier to connect to players who chose the same god. A special ring that can be engraved with the name of a god becomes easier to connect to worlds of players who chose the same god. There are countless vestiges of long-lost gods in the ruins of Drang Lake, or perhaps they are the very same gods as ours, only known by different names. Not sure what that's all about. Oops. And last but not least, can hear the whispers of, or the voices of foes. So I ended up buying this last time, and it was kind of weird. You just hear, like, these weird, like, grunts every once in a while. Useful for locating hidden enemies and perhaps a few other things as well. So, perhaps something I'll experiment with again. Also, Homeward Bones, some Prism Stones, Alluring Skulls, and Lloyd's Talisman. Okay. What else can you tell us, Shalquar?
This place is already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born. Isn't it wonderful? This place is fascinating. We receive only the most peculiar visitors. Folk like yourself. It's enough to keep even a cat amused. Are you going to see the old ones?
Well, I think.
Those four who have grown so incredibly ancient.
It's funny how they all refer to them as different things.
They must have sprouted quite a thick coat of moss by now.
For heaven's sake, no one even knows their names anymore. Imagine that.
So,
Yes, nothing like yourself. For you have a most pleasant scent that grows nicer with each passing day.
So the first woman that we talked to, she called them like immense souls, and then Solden called them something else, and then she calls them something else. It's just like, it's very interesting.
Have you made friends
They all have
with the
slightly
man by
different
the sea?
opinions. Yes, I have.
He's lost everything. Absolutely everything.
Wow.
The
That's
only
nice.
thing he's good for now is a few tidbits on covenants. Covenants are a type of, well, contract, you might say. You give something to gain something. That's the way humans like it, right? It might be just the thing you need. But what does a cat know?
I think you know a little bit more than you're letting on, is what I think.
Did you see that oddly formed rock behind here?
Okay, this is how I knew about the...
Long ago, they called it Victor's Stone,
Here
as
we
I
go.
recall. If you wish to face greater challenges, speak to the rock.
Nope.
Although, you'd just as well not. This place is already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born. Isn't it one? This place is we receive
Okay. Well, Shalcor, it's
well, that's
been a
dismaying.
pleasure. Take it easy. This is interesting. I'm pretty sure that I would need that ring to get down here to take less damage from falls. But I'm not sure just yet. This is good. Remember this. Estus Flask Shard, that's huge. There are these pigs back here, but they take so much work to kill, and they're very strong for some reason. We'll be back, I'm sure.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares.
Okay, thanks, Mullen.
I could really use the business.
Whoa!
If you'd be so kind.
Are you serious? These guys come in
Came
here?
from the wet. Oh, is something wrong?
Well, there's a whole bunch of pigs attacking me, for one thing. That's a bit of an issue. What is going on here? Oh, that didn't work. Wow, see? Like, they hit like trucks. I guess I have no choice now. Oh, damn it. Come on, pal. You're not getting away. You started this. I meant to leave you guys in peace. Wow. Toughest enemy in the game so far. Oh, that was a nice crit. You guys are making me reconsider my favorite weekend activity. I have this little ritual where I'll wake up early on the weekends to go to the butcher and buy, like, thick-cut, smoked, old-fashioned bacon. And oh my god. It's the best. But now I'm starting to think that maybe that's a bad idea. Because if this is how they have to get it done, I feel terrible. The heavy attack does, like, not anything in addition to the regular one, so. Oh, that was nice. Okay. I tried to leave him alone. It's not my fault.
Well, thank you for coming back. Do take a look at my wares.
All right. Malin, what do you have going on?
I came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade. Very competitive, of course. And you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere.
Just like everywhere else.
I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold. It's been years since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really. A group calling themselves the Blue Sentinels have gained much power in Volgan. You can't even run a shop without their blessing.
So we're part of that clan, actually.
They claim to be working for the greater good, but it's absolute hogwash.
Two sides to every story, I guess.
By the gods, why the hell am I here?
To sell your wares. Take some pride, Malin. Alright, so what do you have, anyways? Oh, very expensive shields right now. Damn. I could...
Well,
I could maybe try... Let's see... Let's eat some of these souls, see what that brings us up to, because I could really use a shield. Oh, nice. Yeah, that should do it. Alright, Malin.
Well, thank you for coming.
Now, what do you have? Let's see. So we've got Iron Parma or Silver Eagle Kite Shield. Let's check these out. Lightweight despite its iron construction, and sturdy despite its small size, but not sufficient to protect one from real danger. Or has a pointed top designed for ease of use while on horseback, which doesn't really help us. Most importantly, let's take a look here. Strength of impact disrupting opponent's poise. So this is 15. And stability. Reduces consumption of stamina when taking attacks. Then weight, obviously. So this one's better in pretty much every way. It's the same weight. Or we have the, well, the Great Shield, but that's 20 strength, so I'm a little ways off there. That's a pretty significant increase. Let's take the Kite Shield for now. To at least give us some protection.
And do please come again.
I feel bad that I'm going to steal from this guy, but I'm over it. Titanite Shard. Hello. Reinforces equipment up to +3. Titanite was discovered in an ancient layer of earth and is said to be the gift of the gods. Titanite of this size has very little power, but is still a rare find. Rare find, rare theft. However you want to look at it. Okay, so I am pretty comfortable in the fact that we can head out of Majula for now. I think I might switch back to the broadsword so that I can one-hand it and have a shield at the same time. I think we're probably better off like this for the time being. So let's hit the bonfire. And then, from here, we're gonna head backwards. Well, not backwards. We're gonna head into here, which I believe is the way to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, as indicated by Solden up there. So, thanks, guys. I just want to say, if you guys had watched the PS3 videos that I did of this game, and now you're watching the PC ones, obviously the first little bit is going to be a repeat, but if this is all brand new to you, then awesome. Then this is pretty much brand new to me, too. I ran through 3 hours of this game, like, a few months ago when it released on the consoles. Now it's on PC, and I'm super stoked. I'm just like, I can't even explain how excited I am to play this. So the wait is finally over. It's here. I'm very excited, and I hope that you guys are playing it and enjoying it as well. Let me know. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.